Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. One of these days, I will remember what day of the week it is. I should just post a little sticky note up on my wall so I don't look like a goofball looking weird when I say what day it is, because I don't even know what day it is, but I'm pretty sure it's Thursday. Hello, everybody. I'm just making sure we are logged on my iPad, and it looks like we are. Perfect. I'm just going to chit-chat for a minute until some of our friends log on. My name is Sarah Edwards, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday to show you a fun new project. So today's project I actually did yesterday morning because I knew today and tomorrow I was going to be gone all day. I left at 7:15 this morning. I had to take my brother-in-law to the dentist, and then on our way back I had about a 45-minute gap, so I sat on the couch and did absolutely nothing. And then I went and got my hair done. Oh, you just feel so amazing when you get your hair washed and blow-dried and colored. It literally makes you feel like you can conquer the world. But the only thing we're conquering tonight is our Facebook Live, and then I will hopefully have enough energy to take a shower and go to bed, because it has been a rough day. And tomorrow is the same. I'm leaving at, I think, 8:15, and I don't get off work until 9:30, so I won't be home until 10 p.m. But the good thing is card class is ready, card class is prepped, everything is done, it's set up and ready to go. So that's why I actually prepped my Facebook Live yesterday, because I knew I was going to be gone all day today and tomorrow. So that's my life in a nutshell. Crazy as everybody else's, I'm sure. Hello, everybody. Hello, Stephanie and Heather, Bev, Lisa, Valerie. Hello. Good evening, ladies. So I have a fun project for you. So Stampin' Up! Kicked off their celebration catalog and our mini brochure. So I wanted to focus on some of the celebration paper, and I think I did that on Tuesday's live as well, but I have another fun project for you today. I have a couple things to chit-chat about, so I'm going to go ahead and flip you over so we can get started, because we have 3 projects to do today. So if you've ever thought about signing up and just being a happy shopper, you do not have to do what I do. You don't have to do Facebook Lives. You don't have to do classes. Literally, just sign up so you can get the discount on your projects and your products. They are doing a sign-on bonus, per se. Once you sign up, you can pick any one of these bundles for free. So right now it's $99, and you get to pick $125 in product, and you get one of these items for free as well. So if you're interested, please feel free to send me a message and we can chit chat about it a little bit more. Okay, so let's roll into the celebration catalog. This is the beautiful catalog. Oops, I'm a little far, sorry. I am going to be playing with the beautifully penned 12 by 12 designer series paper. So when I was designing this, I knew there was a stamp set, and I knew there was a die that matched it, but I literally could not, for the life of me, remember it, even though it says it right there. Silly me, could not. I was looking under my P's because I have them all alphabetized, and it is hand penned. So I decided to look through the catalog. Let me bring that over. I decided to start flipping through the catalog, and I got to page like 52 or something, and I still couldn't find it. So then I was like, wait a minute, Stampin' Up! Actually tells you exactly where it's at in the annual catalog. So right here it says coordinates with the hand pen petal bundle, and it gives the page number, page 105, and it gives the item number and the amount of the bundle. So I didn't know if you guys knew that if anything coordinates with something, it will tell you exactly what it coordinates with. Hold on, there's another one in here that coordinates. Oh, this one. I did not realize that this die coordinates with the Shaded Summer stamp set, and it gives you the page number. Crazy, right? As long as I've been doing this, I keep forgetting that they do tell you everything you need to know. So here's the designer series paper we're going to be playing with. And I actually have combined, I think I had 3 packs open. When I can't find a pack that's already opened, I open a new one, and then I'm like, oh, there it is. It was right beside me. So I did combine them, but you do get, let's see, you get 12 sheets, and you get 3 of each sheet, and it is the 12 by 12. So that is what we're going to be playing with. Let me bring in the stamp set and die that matches, that coordinates with it. We're going to focus on this die right here. But this one is also so amazing because you could just cut this in our cardstock and then overlay it and it will cut it out perfectly. Oh, I just love it. So excited. Okay, so let me bring in the cards we're going to be making. Actually, I'm going to put this aside so I don't lose it. So this is the one that I originally designed. We're using almost a full sheet of our 12 by 12, and you're going to open it, and you get to see both sides of the designer series paper. So you have the one side that's showing here, and then when you flip it over, you get the inside, and you still have space to write your sentiments. And then I got thinking, what other celebration designer series paper do we have that would also be super duper cute? So I pulled out the little penguins, and this is to the coolest friend ever. I could literally send this to every single one of you guys. And when you open it up, you have the penguins on the inside. So you get to see both sides of the designer series paper, and they are definitely different cuts. So usually we have an 8.5 by 11 that we fold in half, but we didn't because this is our card base that's going to open. Okay, so let me show you how to create this. Hopefully we can get through 3. I do have 3 prepped and ready to go. So the first one, I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz ink and Gorgeous Grape ink. So I'm going to set those aside. And I bet you're wondering, how does she come up with the colors that she's going to use on a Facebook Live? And it's all about the ribbon. So I look on my ribbon rack first, and then I decide what colors are going to coordinate with it. So I brought in a piece of Gorgeous Grape, a piece of Highland Heather that I know I usually do stick with the Gorgeous Grape and the Gorgeous Grape flower, but I wanted something to offset it a little bit. So I have Highland Heather, and then this little guy, let me show you the card. So both of these have the stitched rectangles die, and the funny thing is, I had my brother-in-law out here running the embossing machine for me, and I had this idea in my head, so I had him cut me like 40 of these guys, and then I went a different direction. So I have about 40 of these that we're going to be playing with, so that's why I chose that one. Just a little background story on it, and then we have our designer series paper, and this is cut 4 inches by 10.5, and I actually didn't score it. There was really no reason why I didn't score it. I just knew we were going to fold this in half. Grab your bone folder and give it a good crease. And the designer series paper doesn't tear at the edge without scoring it first. So that is going to be our card base. So in the beginning when I mentioned our normal card bases that we do are 8.5 by 11. But this piece is actually 5.5 by 4.25. So it's the same exact size. I don't have a card beside me right now to show you. I cleaned my office and I cleaned my desk, so everything is nice and tidy. But this is the same card that will fit in your envelope. I do have an envelope beside me. So it's the same size as our normal card, and it fits right inside. Okay, so what we're going to do first is let's go ahead and attach our designer series paper to our card base per se. So let me grab some Tombow, and you can use either side. So even if it's directional specific, just make sure that when you flip it up that the direction is going the right way. I like the flowers on the outside, so I am going to go ahead and glue this side down. Let's see, who is just logging on? I see Teresa, hello. I see Anna and Donna, hello. Darlene, I think, oh, Stephanie, hello ladies. And Lisa, nice of you guys to join me this evening. So I just went ahead and adhered that down, and I have the same dimensions on each side. So let's go ahead and do our ribbon. So I am leaving it on the spool for this one. Usually I cut it, but I want to show you how I did it. So I'm going to put a mini glue dots Well, maybe if I can get my fingers to work. I'm going to get a mini glue dot on there, and I'm going to put it in the center. And yes, it's on the front of the card, but remember, this little piece is going to go over it. So you would see, if you put it on the inside, you would see the seam, but if you put it right in front, you're not going to. So I'm going to flip this around, just make sure it's even underneath. And then flip it over, and now I'm going to cut this. Well, there we go. Put another mini glue dot on the back. And now we can just make sure it's even the way we like it. Watch out because it sticks to everything. There we go. Perfection, right? So now we can set that aside. And I'm going to bring in your scrap piece. It doesn't matter the size. You just want to make sure it's going to fit the image that you want. So I'm going to ink this up in Mementos first. There we go. Stamp it. And then I am going to set that to the side, close that ink because I think that's the last time we're going to use the Mementos. And I'm going to bring in the Gorgeous Grape and the Pear Pizzazz. So in the other two cards, I did them a tiny bit, well, just one of them a tiny bit different, and I'll go over that in a second. But I just wanted the leaves to kind of just have a not super bold and bright color on the designer series paper or on the cardstock. So I went with a little bit lighter of one of our greens. You could definitely go bolder if you wanted to, but I just wanted something light and fluffy. I don't know if it's fluffy, but fluffy is the word we're going to use. And then I have the Gorgeous Grape that I'm just going to ink up the top of the flowers. Let me ink that up again. And it doesn't fit perfectly, which is totally okay. You want it to offset a little bit. And I liked the not super tone on tone with changing up the purples. So we have the Highland Heather with the Gorgeous Grape. I think it makes it pop underneath it. So let me bring in the little mini embossing machine. I figured the little guy is going to work perfectly because it's a little die, but as you can see, my paper, I didn't quite stamp it like I should have, so I just need to trim a little bit of this off. Ha! Look. It works now. Let's grab our die. We're going to lay this on. Just positioning it just so you can see all of the Mementos on the outside. That looks pretty good. Let's close it with our lid, and we're going to run this through. This little guy is so stinking cute. If you don't own one of these, definitely get it on your wish list. There we go. Get this out of the way. And now we can pop out our little flower. There we go. Now I'm going to bring in our basic white, and I think, let's see, I used Feel Better Friend on this one, and I think this one I'm going to do Thanks. Let's bring in the Pear Pizzazz so we can kind of pull a little bit of the leaves in. So I'm just going to ink this up and come down here and stamp Thanks. There we go. And now what I'm going to do is go ahead and flip this over, add some dimensionals. And I went ahead and pre-cut these so I didn't have to rip them during the Facebook Live. I came out a few minutes early, so I had a little extra time. Peel that off, throw it away so you don't accidentally hit it with your arm and then it goes all over the floor. I know that from experience. I'm going to put this right in the center. And then I am going to just position this on here first. So you can see half of the flower is off the card and half is on the basic white. So I am just going to put a couple dimensionals on this side of it, and I'm going to put some green glue on here. Because if I put dimensionals on the whole thing, one side is going to be higher than the other because we use dimensionals on here. So I'm going to flip that over and add just a couple right there on the leaf. You really don't need a whole lot. And this side, I'm going to come in and add some adhesive. So now when we go to put this on, he isn't going to be cattywampus. Perfect. So cute. And where did my ribbon go? There it is. Now I'm going to tie a bow, and I think I might put the bow on this side because this side is already a little busy and this side needs a little bit of help. So I'm just going to tie a bow. Hello, Martine and Barbara. How are you ladies doing? So I'm just going to tie a little bow. Pull these out till you get the size you want. Give it a little haircut. Trim this side up a little bit. Grab a mini glue dot. Oh, it got on there. And you know what? Let's just put it right there. Super cute. It's your card. You can put it in any way you want. Now on the inside, I actually don't think I didn't cut any of the basic white pieces, but guess what? I have my little trimmer. You do need a piece of your basic white, and you want this to be 3 3/4. And you want this one to be by 4 3/4. Oh wait, I lied. It's 3 1/2. So sorry. Nope, I was right. I think I cut it a little short. It should have been 5, I think. Let's look. You know what? Nobody's ever going to know but you guys. It is 3 3/4 by 5. So I was a tiny bit off. But because it's black and white, you really can't even see. You can't even tell. So there you go. Now you have a place to write your sentiment on the inside, and you have a beautiful card on the outside. Okay, so there's that one. Now I really wanted to do one with our real red. So as I was stamping in the mementos, this one I colored with the blends, the leaves, and I thought it looked a little too dark. This one I stamped just like I did the original one, and I didn't think it was dark enough. So I was like, what am I going to do? I need something that is kind of clear. So then I thought, we have vellum. And then I couldn't stop making them because they were so stinking beautiful. I don't know if you can see if it shows as beautiful as they are, but the vellum literally just made it pop. I will tell you, I did these yesterday and I set them to dry. I honestly don't think it needs over 24 hours to dry, but you do need to heat it with your heat gun or do 10 of them and just sit and let it dry. So let me bring in all of the goodies for this guy. So this one, all the measurements are the same. It's 4 by 10 1/2. I did not score it, so I'm just going to literally fold it in half and give it a good crease. And again, you could have either side be on the outside or the in. And this one, I don't think that's 10 1/2. Let's double check. It's supposed to be 5 1/4. Yeah, so it means my cardstock is not cut right, but that's okay. We're still going to use it. But your cardstock is supposed to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. You will probably mess up a little bit if you're used to using our normal cardstock, and that's probably what I did here. But that's okay. We're still going to make it work. So there's that. And then this is some of our brand new Real Red ribbon. It's in the new holiday catalog. So again, I started with what ribbon I had, and then I created the design from the ribbon. So we're literally just going to flip this over, cut it a little bit, Hopefully I didn't do our next one like that. But if I did, it's okay. Nobody's ever going to know but the people who watch us. Perfect. There we go. Let's push that out of the way and let's bring in, should we do thanks again? I think so. Thanks is a good generic sentiment and we always need to say thank you. So I think we should. So I have my red and I'm just going to stamp the thanks. Actually, let's stamp it this way. Let's be a little crazy and do something different. So we can go ahead and flip this over, grab some dimensionals. Let's get all of this out of the way so you guys can only see the project. Put some dimensionals on here. Peel these off. Set them in your trash can so they don't go flying. And we're going to put this right in the center. Now, when you're working with vellum, you do want to be careful because you'll see the adhesive behind it because it is a clear, clear cardstock. I don't know if it's cardstock, but it's clear paper. But since I stamped behind it, I think we should be okay on putting a dimensional on there. So I am just going to grab our mini ones just so it's not so big. So let's see what that looks like. Oh, it's not tragic. Not shabby. Oh, we got to pull it down a little bit though. There we go. That actually looks better not being on the red ribbon. There we go. And I'm literally just going to grab one mini glue dot because I don't want to put a whole lot of adhesive on the back of this guy. I just want a tiny bit just to tuck him down. Oh, that works perfect. You can't even see that one. There we go. And then we have our ribbon that I already tied a bow. And this can really go wherever you want it to. Let's just put that one right there. There we go. And then you'll have your piece that you're going to put on the inside. I won't recut another one. I'll do that later. But there you go. So here is the original one in Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. And then we have Real Red and our black. And let's do one last one. Can anybody guess what color we're going to do it in? Last Tuesday I said, can you believe we didn't do anything without Polished Pink or Magenta Madness? Well, we couldn't go 2 weeks without something in Polished Pink and Magenta Madness. So, voila! Absolutely gorgeous. So this one I stamped in the mementos first, and then I used the same colors. I used the Polished Pink and the Pear Pizzazz for the leaves. So yes, we get to do a card that is Polished Pink this week. So I'm just going to line this up. And I'm wondering if this is going to be the same. Let's line this up. Nope. This one's done. This one's right. That Real Red just must have thrown me for a loop when I was cutting it. So we're going to glue this down. And I think it's easier to work with your ribbon if you have a bit of a heavier surface underneath it. If we tie the ribbon on first, which you totally can, there's no right way or wrong way. But I think just having a little bit of thickness underneath it gives you that mobility, the movements. So I'm just going to put that in the center. And you just want to make sure this isn't twisted underneath. And if it is, you can undo it and you're not going to rip anything. And if you do, cover it with some diamonds. All else fails, put a diamond on it. If you do a little halo, throw a diamond on it. There we go. Look, we just did 3 cards and I talked a lot and we're still not even at our 30 minutes. So let me grab the stamp sets and let's see, anything is possible. Let's do it, anything is possible on this one. We'll put the thanks away. Anything is possible. Because anything is possible when you have amazing friends that you can bounce things off of. So I think this is a great sentiment. Let's just not put it on upside down. Has anyone ever done that? Stamp your sentiment upside down? Yep. There we go. Perfect. Let's close this. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Kathy. I love that you guys love it. Hopefully you guys can make one of these at home, and if you do, definitely post it on the Facebook page or send me a picture and I'll post it for you. I love that you can be able to see both sides of the designer series paper. That's like the hardest part, knowing which side to really use, because they're both so beautiful. So there we go. Let's grab this and let's do this one sideways a little bit. And I think I might just glue him all the way down, not even put any dimensionals on it, because we are doing him sideways. You just want to make sure it's not too thick for the mailbox. There we go. Beautiful. Let's grab our bow and a mini glue dot. And oh, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but I got a little bit of a smudge. So we are going to put the bow right over my little smudge. Look, there's always a way to fix things. And then I did forget, I did put a couple diamonds. So I'm going to grab a couple diamonds and put them up in the corner, just to give it a little bit of pizzazz. There we go. Look how stinking cute those are. Let me, since we do have a couple minutes, I will cut, as I drop everything, I will cut a piece that is correct. So it's 3 3/4 by 5. There we go. Get that out of the way, and now we can put this on the inside. And these cards are completely done, ready for the mail, and ready to put a smile on somebody's face. That's the best part about making cards, is knowing that you just put a smile on someone's face. There we go. Look how easy those were to put together, and totally duplicatable. So you could either do this on the vellum. Hopefully the vellum shows through on the video. But I did this in Real Red and Pear Pizzazz. And then these ones I did right on cardstock. So I did tone on tone. So it's polished pink cardstock and polished pink ink with the same old olive. We have the gorgeous grape. We have the Real Red. We have the little penguin that is so cute. And then the original one I did in Blushing Bride, because this is our new Blushing Bride ribbon. And I kind of wanted to just bring in the extra leaf color. So that's why I stamped a couple of them in the old olive and not the Blushing Bride, just to kind of bring in those colors. So there you go. Hopefully you guys liked today's live. I really enjoyed putting them together. And I think we might probably do a class on these one of these days, because it is that easy and that cute, and you definitely want to put a wow on somebody's face. Okay, if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. I will have my phone on me all day tomorrow, even though I won't be home, but I will have my phone if you need anything. Reach out, and I still have class room for class on Saturday. So if anybody had changed their plans or their plans canceled, feel free to come to card class. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.